From the Bridgewater Roofing Weather Center, this is your latest forecast update from Doug Heady Weather.
Hey guys, meteorologist. Winter storms rolling in as we go through the next couple days. Take that sound off there. But let's dig in. Let's see what's going to happen. Of course, storm watches, and in fact, it's about average big this winter. Of course, we had the one system that gave us 3/4 of an inch right at the end of the month. Bridgewater Roofing Weather Center covering the 4 states, one house at a time. Check this out. So we have winter storm watches spreading. It's like 1,500 miles. It goes from Texas all the way to the eastern seaboard, but these really kind of go in effect once we get into, let's say, late Friday. I really think tonight's fine, tomorrow's fine, and really even into the daytime hours for us on Friday. Most of the day is going to be pretty good. Here's snow across Great Lakes, rain down across parts of Mississippi, Louisiana. That is not our system. This is our TAMCO radar. You're going to see a lot of that during severe weather season. But there's still a lot of question marks with this system. So let's go ahead and dig through it. Here it comes. It's not a strong upper level system. It's actually fairly weak, which has concerned me over the past couple days. But notice this. Here's Friday morning. Notice where the front is. It's way down through Texas. So it allows the floodgates to open. All this Arctic air slides all the way south, all the way down into parts of Texas. And then you get moisture from the Gulf. It overrides that front. And then you get showers, thunderstorms, ice, freezing rain, sleet, and snow. This is actually my in-house model. So we have, let me change one thing up on here real quickly. But we have, let's see here. Let's see. Okay. So we have, this is my in-house model. And we have the snow, we have the sleet, we have the freezing rain. And this is wave number 1. And it's shifted a little bit farther north. And then we get this lull as we go into Saturday, and then here comes wave number 2 that rolls in as we get into, especially Saturday afternoon, evening, and night. If we can get both of those waves, then we are actually going to have more snow than really what could be, more snow than what I'm going to go for, but that's something I want to watch. I just want to change one thing up here real quickly. And then as we go into Saturday night, if we can get that second wave, we could get some pretty good amounts. All right, let me go through time. Pascal, air, plumbing, and electric, a Futurecast forecast. This is a different model. So I look at all these different models, try to get information. This one is kind of in the outlier, but I like it. I like this model. And it has wave number 1, Saturday morning, a little bit of a lull, and then wave number 2 starts to roll in as we get into Saturday night. But look how it's mainly south of us. So if we just had this scenario, we're only going to get a few inches of snow. We're going to have this shift farther north as we go into late Saturday night. So that's something I want to keep my eyes on. Another whole aspect of this is the cold across the region, and especially if we get a snowpack, we're going to get some pretty cold air Sunday night, Monday night, and lasting all the way into about Tuesday, and then things will start to warm back up just a little bit. Then another storm system will start to affect us by the middle of next week. All right, so here's a close-in view. Let's walk through time. Here's Thursday morning, lower 20s. Not too bad. Afternoon, enjoy it, because this is our last day before the Arctic air. Upper 40s to lower 50s. Clouds start to increase. I really think most of Friday is going to be okay. It is Friday evening, Friday night, very light snow, and maybe an onset of sleet, especially in our southern counties. As we continue Friday night, you can see an onset of a little bit of sleet, then we switch over to snow. Notice the temperatures. Everything sticks. We're in the low to mid-teens. Periods of snow. Into Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, we get this lull, and then we're going to see if band number 2 can get in here. And if it can, we get bands of light to moderate snow again Saturday night and into Sunday morning, and then all this will start to shift out of the region. But still, a lot of question marks. So if we only get one of the 2 bands, I think we're probably going to have to lower this. Let's say 2 to 5. If we can get both bands, we may have to up this. But right now, except our northwestern counties, kind of 2 to 4, I'm going to go for most of us about 4 to 8 inches of snow, which I actually think is a pretty decent amount. But that's what we're going to go for right now across the region, is about 4 to 8 inches of snow. Now, the roads are going to be slick. Obviously, when you have temps sitting kind of single digits to teens, we're going to definitely have an issue. Now, I did check road temps right now. We're kind of sitting in the 40s, which is pretty good, but that's going to drop very quickly. So again, very dry snow. It's not snowball snow. This is, it's going to be smaller flakes, and we're going to have the wind, so of course that's going to cause a problem. Oh, let's look at that. All right, look at the wind chills. So we're going to go into Friday afternoon. The Arctic air gets in place. We're talking about wind chills into the single digits. And then as we get into Saturday morning, wind chills -10, -15. This is going to, I mean, even if we don't get 4 to 8 inches of snow, let's say we got 3, or let's say we got 2, this is still going to be an issue with the extreme cold. And of course, anything is going to stick. Sunday morning, wind chills -5 to about -10. And then Monday morning, for all you teachers out there, because you guys want to know if you're going to have school, because the snow is not going to melt, and we have wind chills -15, -20. Maybe keep your fingers crossed on that one. So that's kind of what's going on. I wanted to give you guys an update, but again, we're still 50, 55 hours out from getting the beginning of any snow, so a lot's going to change. These numbers could go down, but they very well could go up as well. So that is something that we definitely want to keep our eyes on and see exactly what decides to happen. But all right, guys, wanted to jump on, give you a little bit of an update.